Saturday Night Live is back, and if you thought season 50 was legendary, buckle up because season 51 is about to blow your mind. Tonight is not just any premiere. We're talking about a cultural phenomenon, a fresh roster of talent, and two of the biggest names in music taking over Studio 8H. This is the moment SNL fans have been waiting for, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's about to go down. So what makes tonight so special? Let's start with the man of the hour, Bad Bunny. The Puerto Rican superstar isn't just hosting Saturday Night Live for the second time, he's making history. When Bad Bunny first graced the SNL stage back in 2023, he pulled double duty as both host and musical guest. But here's the twist that nobody saw coming. He's actually the first person in SNL history to do it in this order. First, he was the musical guest and host simultaneously, and now he's returning as just the host. That's a precedent-setting move that shows just how much the SNL family loves this guy. And Bad Bunny didn't just disappear after his first appearance. During SNL's massive 50th anniversary celebration earlier this year, he was everywhere. He performed at the homecoming concert, killed it during the Lonely Island montage, and even showed up in the anniversary special playing Domingo's hot brother. The man is basically SNL royalty at this point, and his return tonight signals that season 51 is going to be absolutely insane. But wait, there's more. Bad Bunny isn't flying solo on this mission. Joining him as the musical guest is none other than Doja Cat, and here's something that'll surprise you. This is her very first time performing on Saturday Night Live. I know, right? How is that even possible? With hits like Say So and Paint the Town Red dominating the charts, you'd think she'd have been on SNL a dozen times by now. But nope. Tonight marks her debut, and if you know anything about Doja Cat's performances, you know she's about to deliver something absolutely unforgettable. Her new album dropped just days ago, and fans are already calling it her best work yet. The timing couldn't be more perfect. Now, the promos that dropped a couple days ago are already breaking the internet. In classic SNL fashion, Bad Bunny and Doja Cat appear alongside cast member Chloe Fineman, and let's just say the chemistry is hilariously awkward in the best way possible. They're purposely not vibing with Chloe's humor, creating these perfectly uncomfortable moments that have fans replaying the clips over and over. It's the kind of meta-comedy that SNL does better than anyone else, and it's a perfect preview of the chaotic energy we're about to witness tonight. But here's where things get really interesting. Season 51 isn't just bringing back your favorite stars. Oh no! SNL just announced 5 brand new featured players, and this incoming class is absolutely stacked with talent. We're talking about a complete shakeup that's going to redefine what Saturday Night Live looks like moving forward. Let's talk about these new faces. First up, we have Tommy Brennan, a stand-up comic who's been tearing up the comedy circuit. Then there's Jeremy Culhane, who's been killing it at Upright Citizens Brigade and has become a regular on Dropout TV. If you've watched any of their content, you know this guy brings an improv energy that's going to fit perfectly with SNL's live format. Next, meet Cam Patterson, another stand-up comedian who's a regular on the Kill Tony podcast. For those who don't know, Kill Tony is this wild, unpredictable comedy show where comedians get 60 seconds to prove themselves, and Cam has been consistently slaying it. His quick wit and fearless approach to comedy make him someone to watch very closely this season. Then we have Veronica Slowakowska, a social media comedian and actress who's built a massive following online. This is SNL recognizing where comedy is heading and bringing in fresh talent that understands the digital landscape. Her sketches online are sharp, relevant, and brutally funny. And here's the one that has comedy nerds absolutely losing their minds: Ben Marshall. If that name sounds familiar, it's because he's 1/3 of Please Don't Destroy, the comedy trio that's been creating some of SNL's most viral digital shorts over the past few years. But here's the kicker. Ben's actually been an SNL staff writer since 2021. He's been behind the scenes crafting jokes and sketches, and now he's finally stepping in front of the camera as a featured player. This is a huge deal because it shows SNL's commitment to promoting talent from within and recognizing the people who've been making the show great from behind the scenes. But let's not forget about the veterans who are returning. SNL wouldn't be SNL without Kenan Thompson, the longest-running cast member in the show's history. He's back. Bowen Yang, who's become one of the show's most versatile and beloved performers, is returning. Chloe Fineman, whose celebrity impressions are so spot on they're almost scary. She's back. And perhaps most importantly, James Austin Johnson is returning, and we all know why that matters. With Donald Trump back in the political spotlight, Johnson's Trump impression is going to be working overtime this season. SNL creator Lorne Michaels has already confirmed they'll be relying heavily on that impression for the foreseeable future. Weekend Update anchors Michael Che and Colin Jost are also back, ready to deliver their signature brand of news satire. And rounding out the returning cast, we've got Marcelo Hernandez, Mikey Day, Andrew Dismukes, and Sarah Sherman. It's a perfect blend of experience and fresh energy. Now, you might be wondering about who's not coming back. Season 51 did see some departures. Devin Walker, Emil Wachim, Michael Longfellow, and fan favorite Heidi Gardner all announced they were leaving the show. Saying goodbye is never easy, but it's also what keeps SNL fresh and constantly evolving. Those departures made room for the new blood that's about to inject the show with a whole new vibe. Tonight's premiere isn't just about Bad Bunny and Doja Cat, though. It's the beginning of a season that's already lined up some incredible talent. Amy Poehler, an SNL legend, is hosting episode 2 on October 11th, with Sabrina Carpenter as the musical guest. And then, on October 18th, Sabrina Carpenter herself is pulling double duty as both host and musical guest. If you remember her appearance last year as the musical guest, you know she's got the charisma and comedic timing to absolutely crush it as host. The timing of season 51 is also significant. We're in an election year, which means SNL is going to be at its most relevant and sharpest. The show has always thrived during election seasons, with political cold opens becoming cultural touchstones. Last season, we saw Maya Rudolph return as Kamala Harris, Dana Carvey as Joe Biden, Andy Samberg as Doug Emhoff, and Jim Gaffigan as Tim Walz. Those appearances were some of the most watched moments of a season, and you can bet we're going to see even more political comedy this year as the election heats up. What makes tonight's premiere even more special is what happened during the 50th anniversary celebration. SNL threw a massive party that brought together cast members from every era of the show. It was a reminder of just how culturally important Saturday Night Live has been for 5 decades.